Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zhiva Charesta Putri. Today I would like to present or discuss about the journal entitled The Effect of Duolingo Application Students English Vocabulary Mastery, or in Indonesia, pengaruh aplikasi Duolingo terhadap penguasaan kosakata bahasa Inggris siswa. Okay, this is the abstract. This paper examines the effect of Duolingo application on student English vocabulary mastery using quasi-experimental with post-test only design. The participant of this research was the 8th grade student in one of junior high school in Jember. In this study, the experimental group got treatment by using Duolingo application, meanwhile the control group taught as usual by using flashcards as the media. The data was collected from vocabulary tests and was analyzed by using SPSS with independent sample t-tests. The results showed a significant difference between students who used Duolingo application and who didn't, with the value of significant 0.017, which was less than 0.05, and the mean score of the experimental group, 84.69, was higher than the mean score of the control group, 80.78. This demonstrates that using Duolingo application has a significant effect on student vocabulary mastery. Keyword: mobile aside, language learning, gamification, Duolingo, and vocabulary. Okay, this is the introduction. What is the topic? The effectiveness of Duolingo in improving students' English vocabulary mastery. This study discussed how effective the Duolingo application is in helping students improve their English language knowledge. What is the problem? The problem is the first leg of students' vocabulary mastery. Students have limitation in mastering English language comprehension. Second, traditional methods are less interesting. Traditional teaching methods are considered less interesting and not interactive. And last, the need for media or application to support vocabulary learning. Learning media such as application are needed to help the vocabulary learning process more effectively. Okay, this is the literature review for the journal. One mobile-assisted language learning, or MALT, is a language learning approach that uses mobile device to enhance flexibility and accessibility in learning. In this context, Duolingo as a mobile application allows students to learn vocabulary anytime and anywhere, supporting more independent and continuous learning. 2. Gamification in language learning. Gamification refers to the application of game-like elements in non-game context to boost user motivation and engagement. Duolingo integrates features such as points, levels, and daily challenge designed to make the learning process more enjoyable and motivating for students. 3. Vocabulary mastery theories. This study also refers to vocabulary acquisition theories that emphasize the importance of repetition, context, and active usage in learning new words. Duolingo offers exercise designed to strengthen memory and understanding of vocabulary through various interactive activities. By combining the MOL approach, gamification, and vocabulary mastery theories, the study showed that using Duolingo can significantly improve student English vocabulary mastery. Okay, this is the method. Research design, quasi-experimental, especially using a post-test only control group design. The participant is a grade student or Kelas 8 from a junior high school in Jember, Indonesia. There are two groups where the first group is experimental group, taught vocabulary using the Duolingo app, and the second control group taught vocabulary using flashcard. The instrument, vocabulary test used as a post-test to measure student mastery of English vocabulary. Procedure. First, Both groups were given vocabulary instruction over a certain period. After the instructional period, both groups took a post test. The experimental group used Duolingo during learning sessions, and the control group used conventional flashcards. The data analysis from the journal, the research used independent sample t-tests with SPSS to analyze the difference in vocabulary test scores between the two groups. This is a result and discussion. Pre-test and post-test scores. The Group 1 experimental group, or using Duolingo, students show a clear improvement in their vocabulary test scores after using Duolingo. The post-test scores were higher than the pre-test scores. And the second group, a control group or traditional method. This group also shows some improvement, but it was less significant than the experimental group. Statistical analysis. The t-test results show a significant value or p-value 0.017, which is less than 0.05. This means there is a statistically significant difference in vocabulary mastery between the two groups. Therefore, the use of Duolingo had a positive effect on students' vocabulary learning. The discussion, Duolingo helps students by offering repetition of vocabulary in fun ways, immediate feedback, and gamified element. There is point, reward, and strikes. These features made learning more interactive and enjoyable, which increased student motivation. The conclusion of the research. The study concludes that first, Duolingo is effective in improving students' English vocabulary mastery. Second, students who use Duolingo achieve higher post-test score compared to those who use traditional learning method. Third, the application features such as gamification, instant feedback, and mobile accessibility enhance students' motivation and engagement in learning vocabulary. And last, based on the statistical research, significant level fee 0.017, the use of Duolingo significantly affect vocabulary learning outcomes. Final suggestion from the research. Teachers and educators are encouraged to use educational technology tools like Duolingo as a supportive medium to help students develop their vocabulary in more interactive and engaging way. This is the references or bibliography. What do you think about the research? In my opinion, this study is very interesting and useful because it discusses how technology such as the Duolingo application used to improve English learning, especially in mastering comprehension. Nowadays, students are more familiar gadgets and applications, so this approach feels more relevant and fun more times. I also agree that using Duolingo can make the learning process more interactive and not boring because there are features such as levels, points, and daily challenges. This can certainly increase students' motivation to learn independently. However, I also think it is important to see that applications such as Duolingo are only tools, not only method. Teachers still have an important role in guiding students, especially if they want to practice other skills such as speaking and writing. Overall, this study provides a positive pictures and real evidence that technology can be an effective alternative solution to education as long as it is used appropriately in balance. This is part of the research checklist. Do you recommend us to read the research? Yes, I recommend to read the article. Thank you.